Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm deviating from my normal fencing content to talk about COBRA continuation coverage. In this case, I had the option of continuing through Employee Benefits Corporation. In my case, I was granted the opportunity to extend my health care through the COBRA continuation coverage since I was leaving my then job to move towards a different job. I'm recording this because I think it's important, especially as I'm getting ready to move on to my husband's health insurance. The very different prices when you pay your employer for health insurance versus when you pay out of pocket to continue your health insurance. I mean, at least for me, it was very different to see the amounts that I paid when I was employed by my previous employer compared to when I was paying out of pocket. And the reasons I was paying out of pocket included upcoming doctor's appointments that I didn't want to reschedule because those are important for monitoring my current medical health issues. I also had a couple of prescriptions that I needed to get refilled before the year ended, and I didn't want to risk those not getting approved or for me to require another doctor's visit for approval before I got my refills. Anyway, those reasons out of the way, let's dive into the cost of my health insurance plan, both at my previous workplace and outside of it. I'm going to start off with this paycheck that I got back around 2023. As you can see, with me using the carets to indicate both the date and the amounts that I paid. In my opinion, these are some of the best rates that I've paid for health insurance in my few years of employment. But anyway, you can see the amount that I paid a couple years ago for my health insurance. This is what I paid at the start of this year, and this is what I paid right before I left my job. Every year I signed up for benefits. Every paycheck, my deductions came out for my benefits. And so when I was looking at when I was leaving my then job to move to my current job, and also the gap of time between when I would have to take a look at my new employer's benefits, as well as compare to my husband's employer's benefits, I was really hoping that the price that I would pay outside of my work would be relatively close to what I paid when I was at work. Boy, was I mistaken. Here we have the initial letter I got from the Employee Benefits Corporation. Now, please don't try to hunt down my employer through this. I'm using this as an example. As we can read here, this is a notice that I received telling me that I'm eligible to extend my coverage through the Employee Benefits Corporation, and this letter will run through my options as to how long I can extend it and what the out-of-pocket cost will cost. And as we flip through the pages, we see what the document says we can do and can't do with this continuation coverage. I also want to note here that it can take them up to 13 business days to receive payment. So if you decide to elect for coverage, if you do it at the very last date when you are able to, you may not see your coverage be extended until 13 business days later. And like it says here, the plan can charge up to 102% of the total premium for COBRA coverage. Again, please don't take this as insurance or legal or any kind of advice from me. Now we've made it to the page that tells me what my new monthly premiums would look like. In terms of cost per month, because that is what these costs are calculated at, I will be using my paycheck from the start of this year instead of my last one. And for the totals, I'm presuming 2 paychecks in a month. So on average, I was paying $12.67 for dental per pay period, which would come out to be about $25.34 in a month. Now here, they're saying that to continue that, I would need to pay $37.35 per month, roughly a $10 increase. For vision, I was paying roughly $2.88 per pay period, which would come out to a monthly cost of $5.76. Here, Cobra is increasing the cost per month to $6.36, which honestly isn't that crazy of an increase. Then we have the health plan. This was a high deductible health plan that came with an FSA. It cost me roughly $77.64 per pay period, which in the span of a month would be $155.28. What's the Cobra continuation cost, you ask? $664.88. That's basically a $500 increase. And sure, I get at least 18 months of this kind of coverage, but that would be me spending at least this total premium amount that they tell me is $708.59. Who can afford that out-of-pocket cost for insurance, especially just the insurance cost for health insurance? I couldn't. I had to pay that through credit card. And it's not even the fact that I have to pay a little bit extra. It's the fact that I have to pay so much more extra. The amount that dental and vision went up is understandable. The amount that the high deductible plan went up to me is astronomical compared to the vision and dental. Why is that so much higher? Compared to the previous ones where vision and dental both went up either a couple dollars or around $10, this health plan went up $500. Now, I'm fortunate enough where my husband works and his work has decent health insurance. So at the start of this upcoming year, I will be able to go onto his insurance. But what's running through my head is if I had no other choice, as in if I had to rely on this insurance because my medical issues are worse or were worse than they are now, I would be stuck with this insurmountable rising debt every single month just to pay for it. Considering how much it jumped up, it seems very predatory to me. And again, it's not predatory because of the fact that it went up, but how much it went up compared to dental and vision. It would also be really nice to know, why did it go up so much? Is it because it's a high deductible? Is it because it is a better high deductible plan compared to other high deductible plans? Just looking at this at face value, I realize that the cost alone could cause someone like myself or in a different financial position than me to decide to chance it with a different insurance program. Especially since premiums are going up, maybe it's worth it to chance it with a lower premium health insurance plan. And then we talk about other trade-offs too. If I switch insurance, will the new insurance give me as good of a discount on my meds as my previous insurance? How much will I have to fight with my new insurance, potentially, over the claims that I submit? Will it decide to stop covering certain providers, the ones that I see or maybe I want to see during the course of a year? I know there's ones I'm forgetting, so please feel free to interject your own concerns in the comments below. Especially in the wake of the United Healthcare CEO being sent into the afterlife, I do look forward to the day where we can have our two-party system agree and put forward some kind of universal healthcare system for us. There's so many different forms in so many different countries abroad where the United States would have examples to choose from. Differing levels of socialized medicine, differing levels of universal healthcare. Most importantly, though, in my very less than humble opinion, I think that the best thing that could come out of this is healthcare not being tied to your job status. Unfortunately, since we're not there yet, let me conclude this video by showing you the coupons. No, these are not coupons to give you a discount, because why would there ever be a discount for healthcare? Silly. These are coupons that you send when you decide to mail in your payments instead of registering through their online portal. I will say, registering through their online portal is relatively painless. Currently, I've extended my insurance using their online portal system, and it appears to work just fine. If snail mail is more your speed, however, you will have to mail these in with every check that you send in to extend your health insurance. These are the coupons I would be sending in if I was sending it by mail and also extending my coverage into the following year. New Year 2026. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments down in the comment section below. Did you ever find yourself in a situation similar to this one that I described here? Please let me know in the comments below. As we approach New Year 2026, I wish only the best for all of us, and may the good guys win.